Alright, and going on into the next replay. Real quick, as you can see, it's not really a brick because it's kind of like an imperm, but I drew like one of the things you don't want to see. But this I did draw away into, or sorry, one of the Ice Jade cards, discard that. So I have not committed a normal summon yet. So the Ice Jade to special summon the Ice Barrier, and then this card, if you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon it. So still have not committed a normal. Those two into Bahamut. This is summon number 3. Oh, sorry, Toad's not supposed to be there. Meant to summon it like over here, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to link off some stuff anyway. But for summon number 4, you go into Totally Awesome and then banish her. She has an effect that you can banish her from the graveyard to summon an Ice Barrier token, and there's no restrictions on that. It just summons the token, and then you can go the Bahamut that should have still been on the field plus her to go into Halqifibrax, because that's one non-tuner plus a tuner. And then you can go into your normal Hulk stuff. Now, when you go into the Hulk plays, sometimes like actual monster zones matters, but assuming you don't use the Toad negate to like for any of these hand traps for like imperm or whatever, kind of like the same reason why you're doing the adventure stuff, like you keep the Omni negate on the field. So this is assuming that they have no hand traps, because even if they had one, you have the Toad to negate it. But yeah, go Cupid Pitch, search that because we didn't draw it this time, and then Savage to equip, and then you special summon this because you still control the level 8 monster, and then 3 plus 6 equals your Penguin Brave, Penguin Grave effect, special summon Penguin Soldier from the deck in face down defense position, and then you set your imperm. So I'm just counting off like the number of interruptions. You have one Omni negate here, you have an Omni negate here, and then you have a flip, which is technically 2 interruptions for 2 monsters, and then you have the monster effect negate plus the Ash in hand, and if you count that off, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interruptions for their 6 cards. And hypothetically, if you did end up using the Toad for a Omni negate of one of their hand traps or a nib or something like that during your opponent's turn, which is one cool thing about Toad over even like Baron negates, because it tributes itself for cost, so they can't even like imperm the negate. But anyway, the Toad negate, then you could have still gone into like the full you can't see on this replay, but you could have gone into the same like Colt Wing plays.